Hello, my irresistible queen. Yes, I am coming to you this week with a second podcast episode. I know, lucky you, right? So I wanted to get on here real quick and just talk about the VIP private podcast and why it matters and why it's for you, or maybe it's not for you. So this is going to help you decide and help you think about, is this something I want to incorporate into my life? So before I do that, I want to paint a picture for you real quick. And think about, you've gotten to a point in your life, you are so fed up with what you look like, you are so frustrated with your weight, you told yourself, all right, Monday morning, I'm kicking it into high gear, I'm done with this, I'm going to lose weight for the last time. You scroll Pinterest, you find all the meal plans, you find like the different diets that you want to do, and out of desperation, you're like, this is it. I'm never going to have to do this again. This is the last time I'm losing weight, blah, 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 blah. Right? And so you, over the weekend, throw everything out of the house, get all of the cravings out of your system, or so you think. And then Monday morning, you put your head down, you buckle down, you tell yourself it's going to be different. This time is going to be different. I know it. I'm never going to do this again. I'm so sick of the way I look. All the thoughts, all the inner fat bitch chatter, right? And then the week comes and you're going through the week, and let's just use this as an example. If you don't have kids, use yourself in this example. One of your kids gets hurt and now you are in the emergency room. And if you're anything like me or have had the experiences that I've had, you are going to be sitting in that emergency room for a very long time. So let's say, it's 2-3 o'clock in the morning by the time you get out of that emergency room. So you've missed dinner. You have missed the opportunity to plan your meals for the next day for work, and you're starving. You are angry because you're hangry, you're stressed out, you're worried, you're anxious because you're worried about your kid, right? And so on the way home, you're like, F this, and you're swinging into the 24-hour McDonald's, and instead of ordering something that you know would be a healthy option, because there are healthy options, we can always make good choices, you are doing the double quarter pounder with cheese because you're like, I'm starving. I deserve it because I've been sitting here all night stressed out, and you justify it in your head. Okay. So now this one-off event, yes, it's stressful. However, it's a one-off event. You allow this one-off event to throw you off the track. So you're like, see, I told you can't lose the weight. You can't even go 3 days without, being a big fat pig. Look at you. That's all the inner fat bitch chatter. And here it goes. Another broken promise to yourself. So you tell yourself, like say it's Wednesday. All right, I'm going to get back to it on Sunday. Instead of getting back to it Thursday morning, because we're saying this happened on Wednesday, Thursday morning, we're not getting back to it. We're going to just say, screw it. And we're going to go all in with the food until Sunday. And this continues for years, months. And this is what's called the yo-yo diet, body hate, shame cycle. And you keep repeating it and you keep repeating it. And while you're doing this, you're also telling yourself, this is the body hate, shame part of it. I hate my weight and my body so much that the only possible way I could love myself or love my life is to lose the weight. But then you keep getting back in the hamster wheel of the crazy, desperate yo-yo diets, and then you keep ending right back up at the body hate shame cycle. And it is exhausting. It is debilitating. It is just draining every last thing out of you. But here's the kicker. Yes, we want to lose the physical weight. Yes, we will feel better when we lose the physical weight. It's not just about that. And the reason that you keep struggling is that you don't know how to deal with the emotional side of things. You don't know how to drop the emotional weight, because the desperate diet is never going to teach you that. So this endless cycle is not only draining your emotional energy, it's chipping away at the most precious thing that you possibly could have. And that is your time. Time is your most valuable resource, and it is a non-renewable resource, meaning when it's gone, it's gone. That time never comes back to us. So all the time that you are literally wasting on the yo-yo diet, body, hate, shame cycle and waiting for the weight is time that you could be spending becoming who you crave to be. And you will never become who you crave to be until you take a wrench and you throw it in the wheel and you make it stop. It takes work. It's not easy, right? And we make excuses and we tell ourselves we don't have time and I've got so much going on. But please understand that you will never get the time back in your life. So you need to find ways to maximize the time and start working on who you want to be. Okay? I know this cycle so well because I spent years of my life running on it, running away from it, waiting on the wait. And somewhere along the way, I had the aha moment and said to myself, there's more to this than just the wait. And that's when I discovered, by going through my own personal development journey, the 5 guiding principles, which have now become the Irresistible You framework. And from there, I designed them into a course that anybody can go through. And this is something that you can use in your life, whether you're on a weight loss journey or not. If you are someone who has constantly put your life on hold because you don't like your body, this is for you, okay? And so now, it was always an online course. So it was always convenient, but I have made it even easier. I have made it excuse proof, you guys. Like, it is now excuse proof because now we have the VIP private podcast that accompanies the course. And this is a podcast, just like you're listening to me right now. It is the same way that you were used to consuming content. And why do you like the podcast? You like it because it goes with you anywhere you are. You like it because you can multitask. You like it because you can throw me on in your car, driving to work, driving to the gym, taking the kids to practice, picking up your parents, whatever it is. Washing the dishes, laying in bed before you fall asleep. You can literally now take this podcast and listen to it over and over and over again. And the podcast follows all of the lessons in the course. So I essentially took all the lessons in the course that are in video format and converted them to audio. And the best part about it is you don't have to pick and choose. You get everything. So not only will you get the traditional online course that includes the videos, it has downloadable workbooks and worksheets that has that's where the real work happens, right? In the reflections and in the worksheets. But you don't have to sit and stare at a computer. You don't have to sit and stare at a video on your phone. You can listen on the go, and then you can come back later whenever that works for you and your time, because I know that you're busy. This is literally excuse proof. It is so accessible. It's so accessible, it's ridiculous. I am encouraging you today, if you needed a sign, this is your sign. I am currently offering 50% off. The course is $197. And right now, if you enter half off at checkout, it will be available to you for only $98. And that is available to you forever, for lifetime. So here's what I want you to understand. For my current students, and I'm talking students that started with me 5-6 years ago, or people that even started last month, they are automatically getting access to this without having to pay for anything else, because it's an enhancement to the existing program. So as time goes on, I know I'm going to add new podcast episodes. I'm going to add new lessons. All of that will be included with that $98 that you're going to pay today. That offer is expiring on Friday night. So today is February 19th. That offer is going to expire this Friday at midnight. So if you needed a sign, if you needed a kick in the ass, consider this it. Consider this to be the thing. So you have until Friday the 21st. I would encourage you to get in on it as fast as possible. This is going to definitely be a game changer and transform your life. If you don't believe me, go to the sales page, go to the Irresistible You course page and read and watch the client testimonials. That's irresistibleicing.com/course. If you go to that page, you can see the testimonials. I have some in video form. I have some that are written, and you can get all the details about everything that's included. If you have questions, please reach out to me. You can DM me at Irresistible Icing on Instagram, or you can email me, amy@irresistibleicing.com. It's AIMEE. Okay? Keep in mind, the podcast, the VIP podcast, it's an enhancement, not a replacement. So it complements the existing course that has all of the visual and interactive elements. This is just giving you another way to learn. Okay? I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I want to know what questions you have. If you do, please reach out to me. If there's anything that you are thinking about, I'm happy to answer those questions. I am going to go ahead and catch you in the next episode. Until then, stay irresistible, and don't forget irresistibleicing.com/course. I'll see you in the next one.